All right, we're here with Sir Dennis. Sir, you were on the panel earlier, and across the day, you were in various roundtables discussing, a whole lot of things with a great array of people. How did you find that format, that specific format, being in a roundtable and exchanging thoughts that way?
Actually, the roundtable is a good opportunity for other people in the industry to learn. It's about sharing ideas. It's about finding solutions. Maybe you don't have the solution, but other people may have the solution that they can interact with you and give you the idea. It serves as a jump off where you can start off with your own journey.
Well, it was very engaging. I didn't expect such richness of discussion because normally, Filipino culture in a round table, they'll be shy to speak up. But I think the mechanics makes it a little bit informal. So it became so engaging to the extent that we discuss things outside the topic anymore and discuss. So it became so cordial and people are not, or the participants are not inhibited by what they share.
Experience-wise, this is my first time to have that roundtable format, wherein sets of people experience a different aspect of environment. Like there's from government and from banking system and from services. It looks like it's kind of a new set of experience in terms of sharing of experience in terms of digital transformation and cyber security implementation, because each one of the company has its own appetite in terms of securing their environment.
Well, DevOps will further help make our change management and project implementation better. Certainly, it will structure it better. It will also give us, it certainly will structure, give us the methodology to where to store our source codes and etc. So on that basis, yes, it's something that we are going to be doing definitely in the next year. And cybersecurity, it's just covering some of the missing pieces in what we have to do.
I think it's a good format to have that roundtable discussion because, and of course, people got to choose, which topics they wanted to join. Because you can join, you can get ideas from different industries, and definitely there are similarities, but they also get different perspectives. There's an opportunity to get different perspectives.
Now, obviously you learn as much from the people you're in the table with, so the level of the people on that table has to be very high. How did you find the delegation, diversity, the seniority in that group, at least in the table that you were on?
Well, the seniority is just about right. They're the key decision makers. They're the players actually within the company. But in terms of diversity, there's a wide array in terms of experience. Some are just starting with their transformation projects, and some are already into the project themselves. The good thing about that is everybody can share. Everybody give them insight on how things can be accomplished. It's really about the strategy that they have to take. It's really about the journey.
Seniority in terms of age or in terms of level? Okay, both. It's actually a mix, which is good. Because it's always good to hear, thoughts from down there, especially the millennials. Yeah, especially the millennials, and also from the senior, the senior guys. So I think it's good to have that mix. But I guess the key decision makers are there, which the vendors really like. Of course, they want to engage and connect with the decision makers of the company.
Yeah, somehow some sort of differentiation in terms of marketplace where we move in or we work in. So like in my place, I came from the bank and I share my experience in technical aspects in terms of implementing how we implement security versus the one in the government like the PNP and in oil industry. So we shared in terms of experience and seniority because gathering like this, you need to also, though you're already senior, work more experience, but you still need to grow in terms of getting input from other industries.
Right.
So that's important.
Well, I think it was very appropriate. It was appropriate, and certainly I have met fellow IT colleagues in other fields. If they had just been in the business that I am, I think that would have been very boring. I'm in the oil and gas, but I've met people from the academe, from the banking industry, where their risks and their challenges are different. So it's nice to know. It's a very diverse field. It was good to meet up with them.
There was, because in terms of the inputs, because like for example in the one that I facilitated, I've had the chance to hear from a group CIO.
Right.
So at least she's the most senior in the group whom we learned a lot from during that session. But at the same time, we also heard from, in that same group, we also heard from an IT director from an LG, which the scope of his work is smaller,
Right.
but it would capture the same thing that the group CIO would also handle, which I think was beneficial for both, to participate in that discussion.
Obviously, with these things, they're also fast changing. I remember you were talking on that panel, and you said it's something that we always have to keep up with. By the time we all get together again, so many things could be so different, and the things we've talked about now, some of them will still apply, some of them won't. Is this something that you feel is crucial to continue to attend and continue to follow up on?
Yep, definitely. Technology is always changing. There's a big leap in technology. It's not just leap, it's really bounce. So this session really keeps people updated, not just within technology, but also the practices. Maybe the one you're doing in the practice may not be adaptable, but using this platform, you can get insight with other companies, so you can start your own journey.
Would you attend an event like this next time?
I think so. Only because, like I said, I learn about the challenges in other businesses, other fields, other than the oil and gas, which when you're doing it day in and day out can get very dreary. So yes, these are good venue. This would be a good venue, and if you have further sessions like this, it would continue that journey.
Now, obviously, as with anything in digital transformation, these things continue to change at a rapid
Absolutely.
pace.
Yeah, absolutely.
By the time we're all together here again, maybe next year, so many things could be different. Is it something that you would say you're going to attend again?
Sure, yeah, because this trending. Digital transformation is very crucial in our line of business that we're dealing with. The marketplace is so fast in terms of delivering the customer needs. Like us in the bank, we need a good customer experience in terms of technical and IT innovations, and providing them a good customer journey.
Definitely, occasions like this allow us to. It's an opportunity to learn, as you said. But it's really something, especially in our field in IT. There are always changes, and it's not just about the technology per se. The challenge, especially for IT managers, the challenge is always how to implement those technologies in the context of our organization, because it's always different, and you need to get it's better that you get ideas from others who have experienced it, so it's this format, this gathering, I think is something that would benefit a lot of IT practitioners.
All right. Thank you. That is all that we need. We've taken too much of your time.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.